go out and visiting Panthers. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The calendar, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon.
It's back at the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So here the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Off the play fake, Young. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard. The run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points, but the way that they're moving the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain. And this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here. So they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because You're so amped up, and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Here we go.
Second and 4
Check.
at the 50-yard line.
Check, hut.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. This defense for the Bucs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Panthers at 9-2 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And Young's throw there incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop, they're holding to a field goal here. That's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game.
They're off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. But you look at this defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's taken to the 26. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Drill 52.
On play action, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because if the defense got it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
On the set. Set. Go.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Carolina. Hayden Hurst, 69 yards. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Rodgers to throw on second down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this to the 44-yard line. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And again, it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Following the interception, Young. That'll be caught. It's Scott. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Young. He completes this one to Mingo. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Down 24-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime, intermission. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he returns this to the 22. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Black Ultra. Set.
Young on third down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. A CD possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Panthers' 43-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go up the middle with White. Broken tackle. Room here to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 35 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
It's Young off play action. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. In motion right, that's Marshall. On first and 10, it's Sanders. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ready.
Young off the play fake. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Once again, it's White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Smoke Monday. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. There's a ball throw right side and complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready?
On play action, Young on the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Brought down at the 20.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Young now.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Slot man moves right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Tyler Scott.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. A time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now Rodgers. Gotta have this one. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Rodgers now to throw.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give them 3 on 1st down.